Hi everyone, my name is Anand and I'm a professor at Johns Hopkins University, like Chris who just spoke. I'm a social scientist and I study the environmental costs and impacts of modern life. My students and I have had the privilege of working closely with some of South Baltimore's courageous and visionary environmental justice leaders over the last few years. I come here to insist that the renewal of this permit for the CSX coal pier must be denied. And I wish to speak in particular against the deceptive and insidious logic of the barrier that the new permit renewal depends on. Many of the most severe environmental burdens of our time are invisible, hard to see, even as they are felt in our bodies, our lungs, the future well-being of our elders and our children. Why are these impacts so hard to see? The reality of our lives in Baltimore is a segregated reality. And segregation has always been built on walls and barriers, walls that give certain communities the freedom to forget about the condition of other places. Curtis Bay is one of those places. For generations, the people of this community have had to put up with the most serious harms of Baltimore's industrial economy and the ignorance of those elsewhere who've had the convenience of forgetting this reality. This is environmental segregation, environmental discrimination, and this discrimination has always depended on walls and barriers, walls between some people and others, some places and others, some realities and others. These walls allow us, or the most powerful and influential among us, to pretend that those pollutants aren't there, that those harms aren't there. They allow us to close our eyes to the reality of what is happening in these places, to these people, in Curtis Bay and beyond. Putting up a new set of barriers around that mountain of coal doesn't change the fact that it's still there, that it will still spread that dust throughout this community, that it will spread the toxic damage of a fossil fuel economy wherever that coal eventually goes. The coal will remain, and that new barrier will only help the rest of us forget that sad reality, pretend it won't have the destructive impact that it in fact will have. But that impact is real, as everyone in Curtis Bay knows all too well. And we owe it to them to stop pretending otherwise, to stop pretending otherwise. If that mountain of coal is so dangerous that it requires a barrier to hide it from view, then the answer is simple. Stop bringing it here, stop building it here, week after week, ton after ton. Help the people of South Baltimore and Curtis Bay build something more meaningful instead, the foundation of a just and sustaining economy.
Thank you.